Hi, everybody. Sheila Keeter here, your teacher for inclusion. Today, we're going to talk about blogging and whether or not a blog is worth the time and energy it takes to go into a blog. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention, I wanted to first thank those of you who have given me kind words about my burnout the last 4 weeks. If you don't know the backstory, I have been working on TPT at 100 miles an hour for the last 2 years. Woke up one morning and just couldn't do it anymore. So a couple days ago, I came across this podcast by, her name is Chanel, and she doesn't give her last name, and it's called Routine Your Dream. And what I found is that I needed some inspiration and to be challenged, and she really did that for me. I listened to several episodes and all of a sudden I was energized again and ready to work, and I have been working ever since. So that's some good news. The lesson in all of that is if you ever experience burnout or you're just uninspired, take some kind of course, join a membership, listen to some podcasts, watch some YouTube videos, something that is a level higher than where you are at the time. I think that we listen to a lot of people, like even myself, who are for beginners, and like Lauren Fulton and Becca Davis. Those are all typically for the beginning seller. And a suggestion for the middle, for an intermediate seller, would be Jamie Sears, the Not So Wimpy Entrepreneur. And like I said, Chanel, with the Routine Your Dream podcast, if you're going on to a more advanced level or entering that level. I can't talk. I've done this video 3 times already, just so you know. I'm going to try to not say the whole time, which I did in the last video. Anyhow, I also want to quickly mention that I have a course. I know, shameless plug, but I'm an entrepreneur, and if I didn't plug it every once in a while, I'd be a terrible one. It is focused on product production, Pinterest, blogging, and many other topics. And it is at a reasonable price with a lot of value. So I hope you'll check that out. And the link is in the show notes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. One of the questions I get asked quite often is blogging dead? Or people will say blogging is dead. Well, as long as there's Google, there's going to be blogging. And the other thing we really have to take into consideration is our audience. And our audience is teachers, and teachers read. I mean, the day that teachers stop reading, we are in really big trouble as a nation. So I don't think that our audience is going to stop reading anytime soon. Okay, my blog makes around $600 per month, and I'll show you how I know that in just a moment. $400 are made from links that go from my blog posts to my TPT shop, about $400, which you can see in your dashboard. And then about $200 is made through my actual blog, where people can purchase resources directly from there. So let's go ahead and take a look at my blog. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and scroll up. So this is the Teacher for Inclusion. People can sign up for my email list here, as you can see. So it does more than just provide links to resources in your TPT shop. It says we're open, and then it has products that I'm selling here. So I sell novel studies. I have to read a book, analyze the book, write a curriculum for the whole book, and then sell it. So mine are pricier. That's why they're $8. And then you can scroll down and see how each resource can be used by my beautiful model here, which is my daughter, Julia. How you set this up is through a site called WooCommerce. And it is connected to your WordPress account. And you just click on it and add your resources in a pretty similar manner to TPT. These are my orders for just for November here. So you can see by the end of this month, it's probably going to be around $200. Let's take a look at my TPT dashboard. This is for this month. So I'm going to go to traffic, and when you have a blog, it will show up on your traffic page. It is always just below Teachers Pay Teachers, where you, of course, get the majority of your traffic. This week was a wash. Typically, I'd make about $150 in a week. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I've made so far this month. Now, this month is lower than typical because of Thanksgiving break. So I'm at about $240 for this month, and we'll probably make about $140 more, which will bring us to around $500 total for the month of November, which sounds about right. December, it will probably be lower, like $400, but after that, in a typical month, I make around $600. So it says right here, Teacher for Inclusion, $240.90. And that's how much I have made for November. So whether or not a blog is worth it is going to be a decision that you need to make for yourself. Do you hate writing? If you absolutely hate writing, I wouldn't do it. If you don't mind writing, I think that it could be worth it, because as you can see, there's a snowball effect here, where as time goes on, I get more and more views to my blog, which brings me more traffic to my Teachers Pay Teacher shop, which brings more money. And that is just going to continue to get better. It should, unless something happens with my traffic, which I don't understand why that would happen. So if you're willing to write, then I highly suggest trying out a blog. If you have created as many products as you feel like you're going to create and you're looking for the next step or looking to be challenged, try a blog. I had mine set up for me. It was around $300. That was before I was making money on Teachers Pay Teachers. So just so you know, you can go through Fiverr to find someone to do that for you. And just know that it's a long game. So it took about 14 months before I even had an audience on my page at all. And then it has slowly just gained viewers each month. So if you're going to do it, know that it's going to take a long time. Some people do it in less time. Some people take more time. I think I tend to do about average. That's great. I do about average on everything I do. No, I'm kidding. Things tend to move just about as they do for everybody else who talks about having a blog or a YouTube channel or an email list. It seems to be moving at the same level as they are. So good luck. You decide if a blog is worth it to you, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.